Hello, everyone. Welcome to Midnight Thrillers. Tonight, I am going to tell you a story that still haunts me every single time I remember it. The title of this story is The Man Who Watched His Own Murder. If you are listening to this right now, please make sure you are in a safe and bright place. This is not a normal thriller story. This one is much darker, much more disturbing, and much more personal than anything you have heard from me before. So please listen carefully from the beginning to the end, without skipping any part. My name is Lee Sung-ho. I am 34 years old. I have been working as a freelance video editor for the past 8 years. I live alone in a small one-room apartment, located in a quiet residential area on the outskirts of Seoul. My daily life is extremely repetitive and lonely. I usually wake up around noon, make myself a simple cup of coffee, sit down in front of my 3 computer monitors, edit videos for different clients all day long, order delivery food. When I feel hungry, continue working late into the night until I am completely exhausted, and then fall asleep. That was my normal, boring, and quiet life for many years, until 2 weeks ago, when my entire world was completely turned upside down. 2 weeks ago, I received a very strange email from an unknown sender. There was no sender name, no text in the body of the email, nothing at all. Only one single video file was attached. The subject line was written in plain Korean, and it simply said, "Watch this before it is too late." I almost deleted the email, immediately thinking it was spam or some dangerous virus. But for some unknown reason, something deep inside me told me to open the attached file. The moment the video started playing, I felt an icy cold chill run through my entire body. The person appearing on my screen was unmistakably me. It was me. Same face, same messy, uncombed hair, same favorite black hoodie that I always wear when working at home. Same editing room with the exact same posters on the wall, same desk, same lamp, same curtains. Everything was completely identical to my current surroundings. The version of me in the video looked extremely tired, pale, and worn out. He stared directly into the camera with heavy and exhausted eyes, and began to speak in a low, calm, but slightly trembling voice. "Hello, Seung-ho. If you are watching this video right now, it means I am already dead. I recorded this video exactly 3 days ago. I am sending this desperate message to you, my past self." I felt goosebumps rising all over my arms and back. The me in the video took a deep breath and continued speaking slowly and clearly. "I discovered something that should never exist in this world. I found a way to record video messages and send them back in time to my past self. This is not the first time I have done this. I have sent this exact same warning many times before. But no matter what I try, no matter how hard I fight against it, I always end up dead on March 19th at exactly 11:50 p.m. He paused for a long time, just staring into the camera with deep sadness and hopelessness in his eyes. "On March 19th at exactly 11:50 p.m., I will be murdered inside this very room. The killer is not a stranger. The killer is not some random intruder from outside. The killer is someone very close to me, someone I see every single day, someone I trust completely with my life." My hands were now shaking so badly that I had to pause the video for a moment to calm myself down. I took several deep breaths and pressed play again with trembling fingers. The video continued playing for a very long time. He explained every single detail about the upcoming murder, in painful and terrifying detail. He told me the exact time it would happen, the exact location inside the room, where it would happen, what the killer would say before killing me, what weapon would be used, what clothes I would be wearing that night, and even the position my body would be found in after death. He left absolutely nothing out. Then he looked straight into the camera with completely empty and hopeless eyes and said the most horrifying sentence I have ever heard in my entire life. "The person who will kill you is me, the future version of you. I am the one who ends up killing myself. Every single time in this endless, repeating nightmare loop." I stopped breathing for several long seconds. He continued with a weak, broken smile on his face. "I have tried absolutely everything possible to break this cursed cycle. I left Seoul and stayed in a different city for several days. I destroyed every single knife and sharp object in the house. I tied my own hands and feet with strong tape every night. I even asked one of my few friends to watch over me the whole night. But no matter what desperate measures I take, at exactly 11:50 p.m. on March 19th, I always end up taking my own life. It is like an unbreakable nightmare that keeps repeating forever. No matter what I do." The video kept playing for almost 40 minutes. He described all his previous failed attempts in extreme and painful detail. His voice became weaker, more tired, and more desperate as the minutes passed by. At the very end of the long video, he looked directly at me and whispered with the last of his strength, "If you are watching this right now, it means today is March 22nd. I failed once again, but you are still alive. Please, I beg you with all my heart, run away from this apartment immediately. Never come back here. And whatever you do, never watch this video again." The screen suddenly went completely black. I sat there completely frozen, unable to move or think clearly for almost 40 minutes. Then I slowly checked the current date on my computer. Today was March 22nd. According to the video, I should have been dead 3 days ago. But I was still alive and breathing. A small spark of hope appeared inside my chest. I immediately packed some clothes, grabbed my laptop and wallet, and left the apartment that same night without looking back. I stayed at a cheap motel far away from my neighborhood for 2 full days. I avoided everything sharp. I barely slept at all during those 2 days. However, on the third night, March 25th, I suddenly found myself sitting back inside my own apartment again. I have no memory of how or when I returned there. At 11:45 p.m., I sat down in front of my computer once more. The video started playing automatically again. The me in the video smiled gently and said in a soft voice, "You came back. You always do in the end." At exactly 11:50 p.m., I slowly picked up the knife with my own hand. And I did it again. Now I am recording this new video. This is my desperate final message to the next version of myself. Who will watch this? If you are watching this right now, please break the loop. Run as far away as you possibly can. Never return to this apartment. And whatever you do, never watch this video. Because if you watch it, you will become me. Thank you for listening to the man who watched his own murder. Sweet dreams if you still can.